Hi students, in this video I'll be going through the 2014 O-Level Paper 2 question 10. Right, so this is a question regarding circles. Right, so a circle C1 has the equation x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y equals to 36. So it's a very standard question for part 1. They want you to find the radius and the coordinates of the center of C1. Right, so we are given the equation on a circle in the general form. So x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y. Okay, I'm going to bring the 36 over to this side and then equals to 0. Okay, so over here, I'm going to employ the 2G2F method to find the coordinates of the center as well as the radius. Right, so the general form of the equation is of this form. X squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy minus plus c equals to 0. Right, so from here we can do some comparison and then we'll be able to find the values of g, of f, and of c. And then using these three values, we can find the radius and the coordinates of the center. Right, so using comparison, okay, we will see that 2g equals to 4, so g will be equals to 2. Okay, then doing likewise for the f, so 2f will be negative 6, so f will be minus 3. Okay, so we know that the center is going to be minus g minus f. Okay, so g is 2, so the center will be negative 2, that is coordinate. And negative f, so f is negative 3, so negative of negative 3 will become plus 3. Okay, so the center of the circle will be negative 2, 3, right? Okay, then the radius can be found by using the following formula. So radius will be g squared plus f squared minus c. Okay, then square root the whole thing. So g is 2, so we have 2 squared, f is minus 3, then minus c. Okay, so in this case, c is negative 36, must include the negative sign, so negative 36. Okay, so 2 squared is 4, 4 plus 9 is 13. Okay, 13 plus 36, you will get 49, right? So square root of 49, you get 7 units. Okay, so finding the center and the radius of a circle is actually a very standard question. Okay, so you can consider this as free 3 marks for you lah. Okay, so sometimes they even give 4 marks for this question. Okay, so you definitely need to know how to find the coordinates of the center and radius, okay, of the circle in the general form. Of course, you can also convert it to the standard form by doing computing the square. Right, let's move on to part 2 of the question. Okay, so there's a second circle C2, okay, has a diameter AB. Okay, so the point A has a coordinates negative 5, 5, and the equation of the tangent to C2 at B is 3y equals to 4x minus 15. So find the equation of the diameter AB and hence the coordinates of B. Okay, so once again, the original question did not provide you with a diagram. Okay, but you are strongly encouraged for circle question, draw a diagram, right? Because the diagram is going to help you to visualize the question better. Okay. Okay, so over here we have a point A. So for me, when I started drawing, I will just draw a circle. Okay, because I don't know where the center is for the circle, so I just draw a random circle. So point A, I put it at the bottom, but it doesn't matter even if you put it at the top. That means you interswitch the position of A and B. Okay, you will still be able to work out the correct answers, just that your diagram will be incorrect. Okay, but no marks will be awarded for your diagram. A diagram is just a tool to help you to visualize the question better and solve it. Okay, so I put point A below, negative 5, 5, all right? Okay, then I just draw a diameter across. Okay, so one thing you need to note is that the diameter of any diameter of a circle will definitely pass through the center of the circle, right? So this is something big fundamental that you will need to know about circles. Any diameter, okay, that you draw in a circle, it has to pass through the center of the circle. If it doesn't pass through the center of circle, then it will just be a normal chord, okay, and not a diameter. It will be shorter than the diameter, all right? Okay, so the other end of the diameter is B, and then passing through B, you have a tangent with the equation 3y equals to 4x minus 15. Okay, so I roughly know that I've drawn this tangent, this diagram correctly, because if I make y the subject, then the gradient of this line is positive. Okay, so positive gradient, so it should be going outwards this way. All right. Okay, so find the equation of the diameter AB. All right, so there's a special relationship between the diameter and this tangent. Okay, so if you guess correctly, yes, we are applying the property tangent perpendicular to radius or tangent perpendicular to diameter. Okay, so this one is they are perpendicular. Okay, because to find the equation of diameter AB, I need to know two things. I need to know the coordinate of one point, which I already know, and I need to know the gradient of AB. If I can find the gradient of AB, then I can find the equation. Okay, so how then do we find the gradient of AB? So yeah, we are using this one. Okay, so 3y equals to 4x minus 15, right? So y will be 4 over 3x minus 5. Okay, so from here, we can tell that the gradient of the tangent, so the gradient of this tangent is equals to 4 over 3. And because AB is perpendicular to the tangent, right? Okay, gradient of AB times the gradient of the tangent is going to give me negative 1. Okay, so gradient of AB will be negative 3 over 4, right? Okay, so once I know the gradient of AB, then I can use it to solve the find the equation of AB. So equation of AB. Okay, we're going to use y minus y1. So got to use the coordinates of A, equals to negative 3 over 4 x minus x1, right? So y minus 5 equals to negative 3 over 4x, okay, plus 5. So minus 15 over 4, right? So this will be the equation of AB. Okay, so this actually okay, got to bring the 5 over before we get the final answer. So bring the 5 over means negative 15 over 4 plus 5. Okay, so plus 5 will be 20 over 4. So that will be 5 over 4. Right? So this will be the answer for finding the equation of AB. Right? Okay, next one, they want us to find the coordinates of B. Okay, so if you look at this diagram, okay, it should be obvious to you that B is the intersection point, right? Okay, the point of intersection. Okay, between the tangent and the diameter AB is the point of intersection. So whenever you see the come across this term intersection point, always think of solving simultaneous equation. Okay, and indeed this is what we are going to do. We are going to solve simultaneous equation for equation 1, which is the equation of the tangent, and equation 2, which is the equation of AB, which we just found. Okay, so we can do that easily by just equating 1 and 2. So let's do our working here. Equate 1 and 2. Okay, so you will get 4 over 3x minus 5 equals to negative 3 over 4x plus 5 over 4. So we're going to bring all the x term to one side and all the numbers to the right side. Okay, so we get this. Okay, so 4 over 3x plus 3 over 4, you will get 25 over 12x. Then 5 plus 5 over 4, you will get 25 over 4, right? Then you divide the 25 over 12 over the other side, you get x equals to 3. Okay, so you substitute the x equals to 3 into equation 1 or 2. Okay, so in this case, I'll put it into equation 1. Okay, so equation 1 is 4 over 3x minus 5. So y equals to 4. 3 times 3 minus 5. Okay, so you get y equals to -1. Okay, so b will be 3 -1, right? 3 -1. Okay, so this coordinate of point B will be 3 -1. Right, so we have drawn the diagram correctly because 3 -1 will be to the left of A, and then okay, actually we've drawn it incorrectly because you see 3 -1 should be to the right of A and then below. Okay, so it's okay, okay, it doesn't matter. So actually these 2 points should have been interchanged. Okay, the A should be on top, the B should be below. Okay, but like what I mentioned earlier on in the video, is okay. Even if you draw the diagram incorrectly, okay, it doesn't affect the solving of the question as long as you know the concepts well. Okay, because 3 -1 should be to the right of A and then downwards. Okay. Okay, so just illustration for you that the diagram don't matter, just help you to visualize and solve the question more easily. Okay. Okay, then the next thing we want to do is we want to find the radius and the coordinates of the center of C2. Okay, so I've continued to use the incorrect diagram and show you that it doesn't affect the answer at all. Okay, so now we know that diameter. Okay, we know the 2 coordinates of the diameter. They want us to find the radius and the coordinates of the center of C2. Okay, so radius, what we can do is we can find the length of AB first. That will be a diameter, and then we just divide by 2. Okay, so diameter. Okay, so we're going to use the distance between 2 points formula. So if let's say you want to find a distance between A, B, so you will just take the x coordinate of A minus x coordinate of B is square, then plus the y coordinate of A minus y coordinate of B, and you square. Okay, or commonly known as x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Okay, so from here, okay, we could do that. Okay, so minus 5 minus 3 square plus 5 minus 1 square. Okay, so we will get -8 square, we will get 64 plus 6 square plus 36, right? So square root 100, so you'll get diameter 10 units. Okay, so in other words, the radius will be half of 10, right? So will be 5 units, right? Okay, then the next part, the center. Okay, so center, very easy. The center will just be the midpoint between A and B. Okay, so center of C2. Okay, so midpoint, very easy to find. Just add up the 2x coordinate. So -5 plus 3 over 2. Add up the 2y coordinates. 5 plus -1 over 2. Okay, so you will get -2 over 2, you'll get -1. 4 over 2, you get 2. Okay, so this coordinate will be -1 and 2, right? -1 and 2. Okay, so moving on to the last part of the question. Okay, the last part of the question. Okay, so they ask you to explain why the point 46 lies within only one of the circles C1 and C2. Okay, so actually to determine whether a point lies within a circle or not is actually quite easy. All we need to do, we find the distance from that point, okay, 46, now I don't know yet, okay, to the center of each of the circle. And if that distance is more than the radius, then it's outside the circle. If it's less than the radius, then it's within the circle. Okay, so let's try it out. Okay, so let's do for C1 first. So C1, based on part 1 of your question, it has center at -2, 3, and the radius is 7. So distance from 4, 6 to center of C1. Okay, so we're going to use okay, so 4, 6 is, I don't know where is it, okay? So I put it outside first, okay? So 4, 6, so we're going to use the same thing, okay? So -2 minus 4 square plus 3 minus 6 square. Okay, so that will give me, okay, if you work it out with your calculator, you get 6.71. Okay, so we know that it's less than the radius. Okay, that means this 4, 6 has to be inside the circle somewhere here. Okay, so the 4, 6 has to be here. Okay, because it's less than the radius. The radius is 7. Okay, so therefore 4, 6 lies in C1. Okay, or lies within C1. Okay, using the words that of the question, lies within C1. Right? Okay, because less than the radius. Okay, then let's do the same thing for circle C2. Distance from 4, 6 to center of C2. Okay, will be equals to, okay, so we're going to use the same method, -1. Okay, so 4, 6. So -1 minus 4 square plus 2 minus 6 square. Okay, so work it out with your calculator, you get 6.40. Okay, so it's greater than 5, right? Greater than the radius. Okay, so this one, radius of C1. Okay, this one is the radius of C2. Okay, so therefore 4, 6 lies outside C2. Okay, so they want us to show, right, explain why, right, 4, 6 only lies within one of the circles. So we can just conclude lah. So 4, 6 only lies within C1, right? Okay, so this actually at this point, at this particular period, it's quite a common question. Okay, but now they have not asked it for a few years already, so they may ask it again. Okay, so just to keep in mind this thing, right? So actually, if you look through, not really too difficult of a question. Okay, but I still strongly recommend you bring your compass to the exam, draw a nice circle. It will help you to solve the question better. All right.